Imagine, just for a moment, that you hold in your mouth the secret key that unlocks the treasure chest of your heart's deepest desires. That key is not hidden in the stars or buried in distant lands. It is your own spoken word. Yes, the very sentence you utter carries within it the power to shape your destiny. In the stillness of your soul, where faith and intention meet, a single, powerful sentence can birth miracles and draw to you what you have longed for, yet believed impossible. There is a divine law at work, unseen but ever faithful. Your word is your wand. When you speak with unwavering certainty, your words travel beyond the veil of the ordinary and impress themselves upon the invisible forces that govern life. This is the sacred law of attraction, calling to you like a beacon, responding only to the vibration you send forth. What is this sentence, you ask? It is a declaration of faith, so strong that doubt cannot enter its presence. It is a sentence that casts out fear and beckons abundance, health, and joy. Speak it often, and let it dwell in your heart. I am open and ready to receive the perfect manifestation of my deepest desire, now and always. This is not merely a wish, it is a command issued to the infinite. It recognizes that the desire is already fulfilled in the unseen realm, and invites it to step into your reality. You may say, but what if I do not see evidence yet? Know this, the seed is planted beneath the soil, hidden from sight, but growing nonetheless. Your spoken word waters it daily. Keep faith. Do not shrink from your declaration. The universe hears, answers, and moves to bring about your heart's desire, when your word aligns with the eternal truth of your being. Remember, this sentence is your spiritual contract with the invisible power. It is your pledge to accept the blessings that are yours by divine right. When you speak it with conviction, you become a co-creator of your world. It is the simplest and most profound formula, one sentence spoken with belief, to manifest the treasures of the soul. The spoken word is a powerful tool to manifest desires through the law of attraction. Faith and unwavering belief in your spoken affirmation activate the invisible forces of the universe. A single, focused sentence can serve as a spiritual contract to claim your blessing. Doubt is the only barrier. Consistent, confident repetition nurtures your desire into reality. Manifestation begins in the unseen realm and is brought into form through your aligned word. There is a sacred power hidden within the spoken word, a power that, when understood and rightly used, can move mountains and open the doors to all that you seek. This power is not magic in the ordinary sense, but a divine law, immutable and ever-present. It is the law that states what you speak, you create. What you declare, you draw. The spoken word is the seed from which your entire world grows. It is the invisible wand that shapes your reality. Consider carefully the nature of speech. Every word carries a vibration, a frequency, an energy that radiates from the heart and mind of the speaker. This energy is not lost in the air. It sets into motion forces that respond as surely as the sun rises and the tide turns. When you speak words of faith, hope, and certainty, you are planting seeds in the fertile ground of your subconscious, the very soil from which your experiences will sprout. The subconscious does not argue or debate. It accepts the statement as truth and works diligently to manifest it in the outer world. This is why the spoken word must be chosen with care. If you say, I am poor, you are declaring poverty, and the invisible law begins to draw circumstances to you that prove this statement true. If you say, I am sick, you send a vibration of illness, and the forces of life respond accordingly. Yet when you speak words of health, prosperity, and happiness, the law bends and shapes the unseen realms to mirror these affirmations. The universe is impartial and exact. It gives back what you give out. This is the great secret. Your words are the tools with which you build your life. Many do not realize that every complaint, every negative phrase is a command given to the infinite intelligence that governs all things. It is as though you are continually instructing the universe to bring forth the very conditions you most want to avoid. This is why it is essential to become a master of your tongue, a careful architect of your speech. To speak with intention is to step into the role of co-creator, working hand in hand with the unseen forces to bring forth your desire. The spoken word is more than a mere expression. It is a creative act. When you understand this, you will see that silence and words have equal power. Silence, when charged with belief, is a force, and words, when spoken with faith, become a command. To simply hope or wish is not enough. The law responds to the clarity and certainty of the spoken word. When you say aloud, "I am surrounded by abundance," you are giving the universe a blueprint to follow, and it moves to fulfill your declaration. The subconscious mind, that silent partner within you, is always listening. It takes your spoken words and turns them into reality by shaping your habits, thoughts, and actions. If you speak words of fear, the subconscious will weave a reality of fear around. But if you speak words of courage and faith, it will build a shield of protection and bring opportunities that reflect your inner strength. Thus, your spoken word does not merely affect the outside world, but changes the very fabric of your being. It is important to understand that repetition of your chosen words deepens their effect. Like a stream that carves a canyon through rock over time, your consistent affirmations gradually reshape your mental and emotional landscape. You must be vigilant to guard against words of doubt, worry, or complaint, for these will undo the work of your positive declarations. Instead, renew your commitment daily to speak words that uplift, empower, and align with your highest vision. The spoken word is a divine trust placed in your hands. It is the link between your inner world and the outer world. When you speak in alignment with your true desires, you awaken a chain reaction in the cosmos. The law moves swiftly to bring to pass what has been spoken with authority and faith. This is the way to manifest wealth, health, love, and success, not through force or struggle, but through the gentle, persistent power of your word. Reflect upon this. The words you speak are not idle sounds. They are the instruments of creation, the keys to unlocking the infinite supply that is your divine inheritance. When you speak with faith, you are calling forth the universe's abundant blessing. When you hesitate, doubt, or speak negatively, you close the door to that abundance. Therefore, choose your words as you would choose precious gems, for they have the power to build or break, to heal or harm, to elevate or diminish. Every great achievement in history began with a spoken word, a declaration of intent that set invisible forces into motion. From the first word spoken by the child to the proclamations of leaders and visionaries, the spoken word has shaped nations, changed lives, and created realities once thought impossible. You too possess this same power. It is the birthright of every soul. To harness this power, begin now by observing your speech. Catch yourself when you utter words of limitation or fear. Replace them immediately with words of faith and certainty. Say often, "I am worthy of all good. I am divinely guided. My desires are fulfilled now." Make these declarations your daily practice until they become a natural part of your conversation with life. Remember, the spoken word is the wand you wield in the magic of manifestation. It is the sacred power to bring your desires from the invisible realm into tangible form. Speak with faith, speak with love, and speak with unwavering certainty, and watch how the universe bends to fulfill your every word. Faith is the cornerstone upon which all manifestations are built. Without faith, the spoken word becomes an empty sound, lacking the power to move the invisible forces that govern all life. When your heart and mind are united in unwavering belief, the spoken affirmation becomes a sacred decree that the universe must honor. This faith is not blind hope, but a deep knowing, an inner certainty that what you have declared is already accomplished in the unseen realm, and will surely appear in your experience. Consider how the law operates. It responds not to your wishes or desires alone, but to the conviction behind your words. The universe does not bargain with doubt or hesitation. It aligns itself only with certainty. When you declare, "I am prosperous," it is your faith that breathes life into those words, making them a living reality in the cosmic realm. Doubt, on the other hand, is like a shadow that weakens your declaration, casting uncertainty on the path to fulfillment. The power of faith is like the sun that warms the soil, allowing the seed of your spoken word to sprout and grow. Without this warmth, the seed remains dormant, trapped beneath the surface of your consciousness. It is the faith behind the word that activates the law, setting into motion the unseen forces that bring your desire into form. Faith turns your words from mere sounds into a commanding force that reshapes your life. Faith must be cultivated and guarded. It is a precious jewel, easily dimmed by fear or negative thinking. Many falter because they do not understand the importance of maintaining unwavering faith in their affirmations. They speak the words, but allow doubt to creep in, undermining their own declaration. This hesitation sends mixed signals to the universe, delaying or blocking the manifestation of their desires. To strengthen faith, one must practice seeing the invisible as already real. This means living in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, sensing the joy, the peace, and the satisfaction of having received what you desire. When you align your emotions with your spoken words, your faith becomes a powerful magnet, attracting all that you have declared. The law responds to feeling as well as to words. It is the harmony between the two that brings swift results. Faith also requires patience and trust. The universe operates in perfect timing, not hurried by your impatience or skepticism. Often, manifestations take shape in ways you cannot immediately perceive. It is the faithful heart that waits calmly, knowing that the promise spoken is being fulfilled behind the scenes. Impatience is a form of doubt. It disturbs the harmony between your word and the law. When you speak affirmations with faith, you are engaging in a sacred partnership with the divine intelligence that governs all things. Your word is the key that unlocks the door, and faith is the hand that turns the key with confidence. Without faith, the door remains closed. With faith, the door swings open to reveal opportunities, blessings, and answers you could never have imagined. Faith transforms your entire being. It reshapes your thoughts, actions, and perceptions to align with your spoken word. When faith is present, you naturally begin to act as if your desire is already fulfilled. Your demeanor changes, your decisions become inspired, and your life reflects the truth of your declarations. This alignment of mind, heart, and word creates a powerful force that the universe cannot resist. It is important to recognize that faith is not merely an abstract concept, but a practical power you can nurture daily. Begin each day with the firm belief that all your spoken words are creating your reality. Refuse to entertain thoughts of doubt or fear. When they arise, replace them quickly with affirmations of trust and certainty. This mental discipline strengthens faith and deepens your connection with the creative law. Faith is also the antidote to fear, the great enemy of manifestation. Fear creates resistance and confusion, scattering your energy and breaking the harmony needed for your desires to appear. Faith, on the other hand, clarifies your purpose and channels your energy into a focused. When faith shines brightly, it dispels the shadows of fear and doubt, allowing your spoken word to carry its full creative power. In the silent moments of meditation or prayer, nurture your faith by envisioning your desires as already fulfilled. Feel the gratitude and joy that come with this realization. These feelings fuel your faith and enhance the power of your spoken affirmations. Faith is the unseen force that links your words to the vast creative intelligence of the universe, making manifestation not just possible but inevitable. Remember, faith is the bridge between your spoken word and its fulfillment. It is the living energy that animates your declarations, turning thoughts into things. When you speak with faith, your words do not merely drift into the air, they become commands that set the wheels of creation turning in your favor. Cultivate this faith with care, protect it from doubt, and watch how your life transforms under its influence. There is a profound and beautiful truth in the understanding that a single focused sentence can serve as a spiritual contract between you and the infinite forces that govern the universe. This sentence is not a mere collection of words, but a sacred declaration of your intent, a binding agreement spoken with the voice of your soul. It is the bridge that connects your inner desires to the vast, unseen realm of creation, signaling to the law that you claim what is rightfully yours. When you speak a sentence with clarity and purpose, you are making a pledge, not to others, but to the divine intelligence that animates all life. This pledge holds a unique power because it comes from a place of alignment between your conscious will and your subconscious belief. It is through this alignment that the spiritual contract takes effect, establishing a clear pathway for your desires to manifest in the outer world. To understand this, one must recognize that the universe operates on principles of cause and effect, visible and invisible. Your spoken sentence is the cause, and the effect is the unfolding of your desire in form and circumstance. But for this cause to be effective, it must be definite, free from contradiction, and spoken with full conviction. Ambiguous or wavering words send confused signals, and the law cannot respond effectively to uncertainty. This spiritual contract is like a sacred vow you make to yourself and to the infinite. It carries the weight of your faith and the energy of your intent. When you say, "I am receiving the perfect health and abundance now," you are not simply expressing a hope. You are entering into a binding agreement with the law that your words will bring forth the reality you envision. The law respects such declarations and moves swiftly to honor them. In this process, repetition is a key. Repeating your sacred sentence ingrains it deeply into your subconscious mind, where the creative power truly resides. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is imagined or real. It accepts your spoken word as fact and begins to work toward its fulfillment with tireless dedication. This is why the clarity and definiteness of your sentence are vital. It must be precise enough to guide the subconscious accurately. The spiritual contract, formed by your sentence, also functions as a shield against doubt and negative influence. When you hold firmly to your declaration, you create a protective boundary that keeps fear and skepticism at bay. These forces seek to weaken your faith and scatter your energy, but the power of a clear, focused sentence acts as a fortress, guarding your desires until they are fully manifested. It is important to note that this contract is not a rigid, unchangeable law, but a living agreement that responds to your growth and evolution. As you deepen your faith and align more closely with your true self, the terms of this spiritual contract expand, bringing greater blessings and opportunities. The universe delights in responding to those who speak with the authority of truth and who hold fast to their declaration. Many falter because they underestimate the power of their spoken sentence, or because they allow conflicting thoughts to dilute their intent. The spiritual contract is broken only when your word lacks unity with your inner belief. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a mind and heart free from contradiction, where your spoken sentence and your deepest convictions move as one. This unity of word and belief creates a magnetic force that draws your desires into reality. It is a law of harmony, where your conscious affirmation resonates perfectly with your subconscious acceptance. In this harmonious state, your sentence acts like a beacon, guiding the unseen forces to arrange circumstances, people, and opportunities in your favor. Practice this art by crafting a sacred sentence that embodies your highest desire, and speak it often, with reverence and certainty. Let it become your mantra, your daily vow to the universe. Feel the power behind your words as you speak, knowing that you are not simply making a wish, but forging a powerful contract with the divine intelligence that governs all. Remember, this spiritual contract is your instrument of creation. It honors your right to claim your desires and stands as a testament to your faith and clarity. When you hold this sentence with unwavering confidence, you command the law to bring forth your desires, and the universe, faithful and exact, responds with abundance beyond your imagination. Doubt is the silent thief that robs the soul of its power to manifest. It creeps in unnoticed, casting shadows upon the bright light of your affirmations, weakening the force of your spoken word. To manifest your desires, it is imperative to understand that doubt is the great adversary, the only true barrier that stands between your spoken sentence and its fulfillment. Without vigilance, doubt seeps into your mind and heart, scattering your energy and confusing the law of attraction. When you first learn the power of the spoken word, enthusiasm carries you forward. You declare your desires with joy and confidence. Yet, as days pass, the subtle voice of doubt begins to whisper, "What if this does not happen? Or perhaps I am not worthy." These thoughts are like weeds choking the garden of your mind. They counteract the affirmations and send conflicting signals to the invisible forces, causing delay or frustration in your manifestations. It is essential to recognize doubt immediately, for it is a choice and not an inevitability. Doubt is a habit that can be overcome by conscious effort and spiritual discipline. It thrives in uncertainty and fear, but diminishes when met with steady faith and clear intention. The moment you sense doubt arising, replace it swiftly with your sacred sentence, spoken firmly and with renewed conviction. This act is like pulling weeds and planting seeds anew, ensuring that only the purest vibrations are sent forth. The power of repetition is crucial in this battle against doubt. Like a gentle river carving through stone, persistent affirmations wear away the resistance doubt places. Daily, hourly, if need be, speak your sentence with joy and certainty, allowing it to root deeply in your subconscious. Over time, this repetition rewires your mental landscape, creating a fertile field where doubt cannot take hold. Understanding that the law responds to your dominant thought and feeling helps to clarify why doubt is so harmful. The law does not pick and choose among the many messages you send. It responds to the strongest, most consistent vibration. If doubt occupies your mind, even for moments, it becomes the loudest call, overpowering your affirmations and attracting circumstances that reflect that doubt. Thus, maintaining an unwavering focus on your spoken sentence is the key to preventing doubt from gaining ground. Another vital practice is to guard your mind and heart against external negativity. Surround yourself with influences that support your faith and uplift your spirit. Negative conversations, fearful reports, or skeptical people can plant seeds of doubt. Protect your inner sanctuary by choosing your environment and companions wisely, ensuring they reinforce your declarations rather than undermine them. In the silence of meditation or prayer, cultivate an inner sanctuary of peace where doubt cannot enter. Visualize your desires fulfilled and feel the emotions of having already received. This practice strengthens your faith and reduces the space available for doubt. It is in this sacred space that your spoken sentence finds fertile ground to grow and flourish. Remember, doubt is not an enemy to be feared, but a signal to be heeded. When it arises, it calls your attention to areas within you that need healing, strengthening, or clarity. Use doubt as an opportunity to deepen your faith, reaffirm your commitment, and speak your sentence with even greater authority. In this way, doubt becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Lastly, understand that manifestation is a partnership between your spoken word and the divine law. The law is impartial, exact, and responsive, but it requires your faith and focus to operate freely. When doubt is present, it places a veil over your words, clouding their power. When faith is firm, your words shine like a beacon, clear and compelling. Your task is to nurture faith so thoroughly that doubt loses its foothold entirely. By mastering the art of overcoming doubt, you unlock the full power of your spoken sentence. You align yourself with the infinite intelligence that governs all things, and become a confident co-creator of your reality. This mastery transforms your affirmations from fragile hopes into unstoppable forces of creation, bringing your deepest desires swiftly into manifestation. Manifestation begins in the unseen realm, a world invisible to the eyes, but very real to the soul. This is the sacred space where your deepest desires first take form, where your spoken words imprint upon the fabric of the subconscious and set into motion the wheels of creation. To understand this is to grasp the true nature of the creative process, which always moves from the invisible to the visible, from thought and word to form and experience. Your spoken word is the key that unlocks this hidden realm. When you declare a desire with clarity and faith, you are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This seed is alive with possibility, but it remains unseen, hidden beneath the surface of your conscious awareness. Like the seed beneath the earth, your desire requires time, nurturing, and faith before it will break forth into the light of day. This unseen realm is governed by spiritual laws that are constant and unchanging. It responds not to the limitations of the physical world, but to the infinite potential within you. Here, in the realm of the invisible, your desire already exists as a perfect, whole creation. The power of manifestation lies in your ability to hold this invisible vision with unwavering faith and to speak your desire as if it is already fulfilled. Many falter because they seek evidence in the physical world too soon. They look for signs, proofs, and results, and when these do not appear immediately, doubt creeps in. Yet, the law is never at fault. It is simply working in its own perfect timing. The manifestation must unfold from the invisible first, where the pattern is set and the energy is gathered. Only then will it appear in the material world, shaped by your thoughts, feelings, and spoken words. To nurture your desire in the unseen realm, cultivate a habit of visualization and feeling. See your desire as already realized. Feel the joy, peace, and gratitude that come with having received. This emotional alignment strengthens the invisible seed, making it more vibrant and powerful. The subconscious mind responds to these feelings, weaving them into your reality with precision and grace. It is also vital to maintain a sense of detachment from the how and when of manifestation. The invisible realm is a mystery, and the law uses many channels and ways to bring your desire to you. Trust that your spoken word has been heard and accepted by the law. Release the need to control the process and allow the unseen forces to work on your behalf. This surrender is not weakness but a profound act of faith that opens you to receive in ways beyond your imagination. The unseen realm is also where the spiritual contract is sealed. Your spoken sentence, held firmly in faith and emotion, becomes a binding agreement in this invisible world. It is here that the law begins to arrange circumstances, orchestrate meetings, and align opportunities to bring your desire into form. This orchestration is often invisible to the eye but is constantly at work, preparing the way for your manifestation. Understanding the primacy of the unseen realm encourages patience and perseverance. When you feel the desire has not yet appeared, remember that the real work is being done beneath the surface. Just as a seed breaks open the soil before the sprout emerges, your spoken word is working quietly and powerfully in the invisible realm to produce the visible result. The power to manifest lies within you, in your ability to hold fast to your spoken word and to nurture your desire in the unseen world with faith and emotion. This is the secret to creating a life of abundance, health, and joy. When you recognize that manifestation is a process that begins invisibly and unfolds visibly, you empower yourself to become a master of creation. In this sacred understanding, your words are not just sounds, but divine commands. Your feelings are not mere emotions, but the fuel that feeds the creative fire. Your faith is not a passive wish, but an active force that shapes reality. When you combine these elements, word, feeling, and faith, you enter into harmony with the spiritual laws and unlock the boundless potential of the unseen realm. By embracing the invisible origin of manifestation, you learn to trust the process, maintain your declarations with unwavering confidence, and receive the blessings that are already yours. This wisdom transforms your approach to creation, allowing you to live in the joy of fulfilled desire, knowing that what you have spoken in faith is already a perfect reality in the unseen, soon to be revealed in the seen. Each word you speak carries a sacred power, shaping your reality and calling forth your deepest desires from the unseen into the seen. When your spoken sentence is rooted in unwavering faith, clear intent, and repeated with joyful conviction, it becomes a divine contract with the infinite intelligence that governs all life. Doubt may arise, but it is your choice to replace it swiftly with trust and steadfast belief. Remember that manifestation always begins in the invisible realm, where your affirmations take root and grow before appearing in your experience. By mastering your words, nurturing your faith, and holding fast to your declarations, you step fully into your role as co-creator of your life's abundant blessings. Speak your truth with confidence, knowing that the universe faithfully responds to the power of your words.